What is going on, y'all? Welcome back to episode number 74 of Debate and Destroy, the one and only podcast where we take two legendary albums, go track for track to find out which one reigns supreme. I'm Blackout Bill, joined with my co-host, as always, the Fiend from Carrizo Springs.
Loco JJ.
Loco JJ's in the mix, and back again. Maybe episode 7, maybe 8.
I don't even know. You've gone through a lot of episodes.
The master of all things brutal and all things death metal, Mr. Justin.
I just have
Caesar.
to lift weights just because of you, dude. That's how brutal it
Hell
is.
yeah.
I know. And you're back on with the death shirt,
Yep. That's
ready
right.
to
Beautiful
debate
shirt.
some death.
Yes.
We got 2 death albums that we picked this time.
Yeah.
And I know this is already going to be a point of contention, is why these 2 albums, out of all the death
Stylistically, very different.
I have a
Very
guess.
different. What's the guess?
I think that you have finally realized how good Scream Bloody Gore is, and so you've decided to bring it back to the table for another debate.
That's a really good guess. Maybe some merit to it.
Okay.
But really, it's because the track list
The track list is the
best
same.
out of all of their discography.
Yeah.
Let me believe what I want.
So, no. I will. And there's merit to that too. I think these are much. Okay, let me put this way, and we could probably do a tier list of death. That could be a whole separate video.
Oh, yes, dude.
Or a whole thing. We could talk about it halftime. But I think death has a lot of A and a couple S tier albums. The only one I wouldn't put in there, for me personally, is Spiritual Healing. That's my least favorite.
Wow, I think that's pretty solid. Yeah. But yes,
all the
yeah.
rest are all phenomenal albums.
I don't think they have a bad album.
They don't have a bad album. I don't think they have a Beerta album. I think
Yeah.
Spiritual's kind of C plus for me personally.
It's because of how
Wow.
Chuck's vocals are produced on
It's
it.
the production,
got
yeah.
it.
But
The production
overall,
holds
the
it back.
music's good, dude.
Yeah.
Music's good, but it's not as good as Leprosy, not Scream Bloody Gore.
Yeah.
It's not better than Human, Individual,
Top
Symbolic.
of your head, what's your favorite?
What's my
Just
favorite?
top of your
Probably
head.
Symbolic. I think
Symbolic?
Symbolic's my favorite. But there's favorites, and then there's like what I think they are that sit in the tier of like quality standpoint.
Yeah.
And from a quality standpoint, I think Symbolic Sound, Individual, Scream Bloody Gore are all S. Like
Yeah.
I love them all.
Sounds
very
of
much.
Perseverance, my favorite. What's yours?
Could be Scream Bloody Gore.
Whoa.
But
Wow, spoiler.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
could be Symbolic too, though.
Symbolic's
I love
amazing, yeah.
Symbolic.
Yeah. I appreciate all their eras.
Yeah.
Oh,
know,
me
I-
too. Yeah, they're incredible. They're incredible, man.
But for you, do you think this is what did you think when I said, Justin, let's do Individual versus Scream Bloody Gore? Besides the fact that I thought Scream Bloody Gore was great. What do you think about these two being battled against each other?
I mean, so the point is obviously like let's compare the 2 eras of death,
Yeah.
right? Because
Yeah.
Individual Thought Patterns is really like Human was the beginning of it, but then that's Individuals. We're now just 2 albums into like this
Yeah.
really progressive, really
Very
technical
progressive.
era of death.
Yeah.
Whereas Scream Bloody Gore is so raw that it's still like
Raw in
half
your
thrash, you
face,
know?
dude.
Yeah.
So
very
Yeah.
true.
very different.
And I think one thing you're exactly right. I think that's one of the big reasons too. After we looked, because we were like, we got to do death. We had to find
Yeah.
out what's the best death album. But none of the
Yeah.
fucking tracks were matching up. So we were like, this one's a good one actually, because both these I love. And just taking a step back and looking at the lineups. The lineup for Individual Thought Patterns could
Oh
literally,
my
right now, if you look at
God,
it, you go,
dude.
that's a supergroup.
Mean
That's not a
Gene,
band.
dude.
Yeah.
You
God
got Gene,
damn, dude.
fucking Steve DiGiorgio, Andy LaRocque on lead
Yes.
guitar.
That's
Because this is his first album
insane.
and one and only album with him, right?
Yeah,
I
it's
think?
one
Yeah.
only.
Dude, that guy in himself he's on Slaughter the Soul,
All
on the King
those
Diamond
guys,
Records.
dude.
Yep.
That guy's an unbelievable
incredible.
guitarist. So when you look at it and you take a step back, you're like, this is a supergroup. And then on the Scream Bloody Gore side, you also have great players. But
Yes.
it's just funny because I think the quality of music is also right there with it from a songwriting perspective. Like it suits its genre so well that you put it up against a supergroup and it still is pretty equal. Like I think they're on equal footing.
Just think of all the bands they inspired off this one
is
fucking
Reinhardt
album.
Yeah.
the drummer on Scream? Who's the drummer on Scream Bloody Gore?
Chris Reifert.
Rightford.
but-
Sean Reiner. Chris Rightford. Yeah.
Me and Neil were talking about this on the way here. Even like Scream Bloody Gore, his drums, I don't think it's his finest hour. I think it's very basic for
very basic, yes.
what he does later. Like
Yeah.
a year later, he starts Autopsy and immediately is like, whoa, big
Yeah.
time jump on Severed Survival
Yeah.
for Autopsy. So I think maybe a lot of the drums were still like Chuck's decision, or he gave him like 5 minutes to write it.
Wow.
Because it's kind of basic.
Well, he could have
you know?
also gotten better as a player. I don't know anything about him, but maybe he just this is when he
Probably some
started
of both,
becoming a professional. And then once you become a professional, you have 8 hours a day to dedicate to your craft.
I just know like with Scream Bloody Gore, Chuck had like all control over everything. You know, he wrote everything for Scream Bloody Gore, whereas Individual Thought Patterns, I'm sure he still had his hands in everything, but he probably let those guys work, you know?
Yeah. Oh, you can tell.
So-
Dude, Steve is doing whatever the fuck Steve wants.
The way each album
Steve's
was
doing whatever
written,
the fuck Gene wants. Yeah.
They're
they
just
were
all
written
over
completely
the place.
differently.
That's
you
true.
know?
That's a really good point. I didn't even think about it like that. But I think I don't want to disparage the drums on Scream Bloody Gore.
No, there's some
because
good
I think
drumming on there.
There's
On
some,
some of it,
and
yeah.
especially if we take it to the 80s. You know, this is 87. All right, there's not like this wide swath or slew of death metal drummers that exist at this time that have like pushed the boundary forward. Like there's all the thrash drummers,
Yeah.
and I think going, taking it up a notch. I think he's a contemporary with those guys as far as keeping a solid beat behind and making sure it suits the song, right? Like you got that backbeat.
The footprint is there, and the placement of the music, his drums, I think it fits very well for the album itself. I don't think there's no bad placement. I think he does really well.
But is it as good as Gene's?
Oh, absolutely.
That's why we're here today.
Dude, Gene is the fucking man. He's like
Gene's unbelievable.
up there, dude.
Yeah, and then the bass, that's the whole thing. But let's get into this. Let's get into this. Enough talk.
Let's get into it.
Yeah.
Talk is cheap. Let's fucking get the war going. Let's get the battle
I'm
going.
excited.
Track number 1. Dude, this is a fucking battle.
This
dude.
is a
This is a
battle.
battle. All right.
To start.
Infernal Death versus Overactive Imagination.
Stylistically, like I said, different, but
This is all going to be, you're exactly right. This entire debate's going to be like, obviously the styles are very different.
Yes,
So get that out of the way, right?
Just what you
it's
feel.
more of the execution of the songs that they're going for in that style and which one we prefer. And both of these, untouchable. Top 3 in the album, if not the best song on both albums.
Top up there, yeah.
Yeah, I love both of these songs. Infernal Death, dude, Chuck's Scream.
Filthy, dude.
And we're going to, it's a filthy song.
Filthy,
it is a
dude.
filthy song to start. Your first album, I love this.
I'm
bands
sorry,
that-
dude. I
first
really
song
want to
on
play
first
my
album-
riff. I already want to play my riff in the beginning of this debate.
I was going to request something for Infernal Death as well. So
Can I get my point out? Can I get my
Play
point
it.
out before we
Do
play
it,
the fucking
but I
riff?
want to play the
Completely cut me off.
goddamn. Give me the goddamn riff, boy.
I hate you and your fucking riffs. What I was trying to get at is I love first songs and first albums. We talked about Dig on the last episode, and Infernal Death's a great one. What's your fucking
damn,
riff?
dude? It's right from the beginning, dude. 14 seconds in, dude.
Great. Thank you, JJ.
Let's just
you could
go.
just said start the song.
Let's just start the song. Dude, imagine seeing that shit live. Dude, get off, dude.
I know. That's a great way to start an album. That's all you need.
Dude, I would fucking lose my mind.
And what
bro.
sells it is Chuck's screams.
Yep.
My God, dude.
And then the high.
Dude, that is. Dude, that is.
Unbelievable, dude.
Open that shit up, dude.
This is all JJ
Open it
needs. Let's do more depth.
Give me more,
And then
dude.
circle it up.
Dude. Oh, dude. Dude, I would lose my mind. I really would, dude.
Dude.
God
damn, that's
What a
incredible.
riff.
What a
That
riff.
is incredible, dude.
That sounds like the beginning of something new. Like that sounds like death metal just kicked off right there.
Oh,
Dude,
yeah. And
God damn, that's
I just
amazing.
can't believe. I don't know who they were touring with in 86, 87, but could
I
you
don't even know,
imagine
dude.
you're walking to some
You're going
thrash
against
band
that,
and you're
dude.
like, this is cool, And then they're like, oh, the opener is this band called Death. Never heard of them. And they start a set like that and you're just like,
Dude, you're just
what the
starstruck, dude.
fuck?
What the
Dude,
fuck
dude,
is
that's
going
all you
on,
need.
dude?
Now, but Chuck, honestly, unbelievable. Chuck is, there's so many different, not just eras of Death, but then like the iterations of his vocals over time. And really, the only time he ever hits this type of highs are on Sound of Perseverance
Yep.
and Scream Bloody Gore.
Yep.
The beginning
Yeah.
and end of his career.
That's basically it, yeah.
And I don't know why, because I love his highs, dude.
Yes,
that
dude.
give me That's why I've seen people online complain about Sound of Perseverance with the highs. I'm like, are you fucking crazy, dude?
Yeah, dude,
you
how
gotta get the
can you-
variety.
Yes,
They
dude.
sound amazing, but this song,
it's simple,
when he hits that,
fast, productive, dude. It gets straight to your fucking face. It is death metal to the max, dude.
100%.
Dude, I love it so much.
100%. Justin, I know
so
you're a huge. I think I heard Justin made the claim before. Infernal Death is the best death song.
Wow, whoa, that's a big hit, dude.
I don't know if I said that. That could have come from my mouth. I'm not gonna debate that. I might have said it's my favorite death song.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
But
maybe it was favorite.
Man, there is a way that you could call it the best death song because you hear it and you're like, it feels like the genre is kicking off for me.
Yeah.
When I hear it, I'm like, this sounds like the start of something new. I can't imagine being in 1987 putting this on and being like, this is something new. Like, I just heard death metal for the first time because it didn't exist until just now.
Yeah.
Like, crazy.
And then I got to hear this whole thing, and we already did the debate. And it's been settled, but I gotta hear this whole thing about Possessed. I'm like, have you heard Chuck's vocals though, dude?
I know.
Come on.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that I hate Possessed, but I'm just like, for me, I like just saying Death was the start of it. Just leave it at that.
Just leave it at that.
Because if we're gonna compare the quality of bands, Death is just this
quality-wise.
Quality-wise, they're so much higher, and they have a lot more content to sift through. Also, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
well, I would say there was actually one death metal album before Scream Bloody Gore.
Okay.
Band
Not
called
Seven Churches.
No,
okay.
That's not the one I'm talking about.
Oh, sorry. Which other
band
one?
called Necrophagia? Put out their album for a couple months before Death, just a couple months before, so it was out first. But it's not as good, and it doesn't have the like giant impact that Scream Bloody Gore does.
Also,
so
yeah,
another album you could say is Morbid Visions by Sepultura. That was at like 85, dude. That's death metal, bro.
Good point.
That is death metal. That's 2 years after. Two years before.
But once again, I'd make the same argument. Not to I probably like Sepultura. Well, I probably like Death more just because I think there's more consistent amounts of albums.
Me too, yeah.
But I love both bands probably equally.
Oh, for sure.
I would say the one thing, though, on the Death side is like, once again, I like Homeboy's voice from Sepultura Max, right? Yeah. But he was a young kid. It's not anywhere near Chuck's performance on this album. Like,
the quality just there, dude.
And the way he's guttural with the burning through the bodies, burning through the night.
Yeah, dude.
To Infernal. Yeah. It's just like, dude, holy shit. This guy was ready to take over the fucking world.
Yes.
Yeah. Like, it's a great song. But it's going against Overactive Imagination. Can we put on the intro of that, dude?
Come on. That is just rapid
Once
fire,
again,
bro.
another great intro
like,
to
that
another.
punches you in the mouth, bro.
Both of these, arguably, if not for sure, top 10 death songs. I'm going to put that out there.
Dude, it's just insane. God damn,
Steve just showing off.
That fucking riff, dude.
That is fucking filthy. That turnaround. And then the way they keep switching the tempos and stuff on this, with how good of players they are.
There's so much going on, dude.
I love Overactive Imagination.
It's a straight banger.
Dude, Death, once again, another band that has so many good first songs on their albums.
I know, dude.
And that could be a whole debate because I think Symbolic, that's the first song off Symbolic.
Oh my gosh,
you know what I mean? So they have a lot of great ones. Both of these hold up to the track. But we got it. What's your feelings on Overactive Imagination? I know you're a big fan of Infernal, but
continuing with the theme of these albums being so different, how different is the beginning of that compared to Infernal Death? Just straight punch you in the face, drum fill, here we go.
Here we are.
Exactly.
But that being said, I don't know if it's a top 10 death song for me.
Really?
Oof. It's up there for me.
I like it. I like it a lot. It's in question. I'll say it's in question, but top 15.
Top 15? Okay.
I would say, actually, I agree with you. I think it's top 15.
There's a lot of great death songs, so I can understand that. I just, every time it gets me going, I don't know, that they do a lot of switches like that on this album, in a lot of their albums. But that one specifically, when they get to the chorus, the way it all flows together, just get all those grooves, they just hit me the right way, and I think they're placed so well in this song specifically. And the melodic part, we didn't even get to that, but that melodic part fucking kills me every time.
Oh yeah,
the
dude.
guitar harmonies with
I wrote it down. It's at 208.
Andy.
It's so good, dude.
Yeah,
it's
Andy,
incredible.
unbelievable.
Yes,
yeah,
true.
But we got, but better than Infernal Death. I don't know.
You forgot something. You forgot to put Scream Bloody Gore in the background.
Oh my god!
Because there's no way that
it's
it's
home.
There's no way it's individual thought patterns.
It's probably more popular.
I'm sorry, everyone. Let's change the background right here and now. Home team is going to be Scream Bloody Gore. Away
I think so too, dude.
is individual thought patterns. All right. We're in the fucking.
I was trying to tell you earlier. That's why I was doing this.
Oh, I'm sorry, dude. I'm fucking Neil.
I did not understand what you were saying with that.
With Mike. I didn't even introduce him. He was on the last episode.
We messed up.
And he's back again.
Start the episode over.
Let
me hear the goddamn riff again.
Let me hear the theme song. Run the damn riff, son. Run that riff back.
Watch that mic stand behind you there, Neil.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so Neil, also off camera, but on mic, doesn't have a vote, but thank you. I'm sorry, I didn't even notice you saying that. Yes, so we're in Scream Bloody Gore land. All right, but we got to make a decision, my man.
Nah, this is
we
tough,
got to make a decision.
This is so fucking hard.
Overactive versus Infernal Death. One's got to be eliminated. And who's going to start this?
I mean, I guess I'll go, but dude, this is fucking hard. Like, I literally put a question mark here. But if I'm just going to jam a song, it's going to be Infernal Death, dude.
Yes!
Infernal Death
yes,
is fucking
JJ.
I also picked
incredible,
Infernal
dude.
Death.
It's so good. Like,
hell yeah.
This is what the pinnacle of death metal is for me, dude. What metal is in general, bro. I'll drink to
Goddamn
this.
right.
I'll drink to that.
I'll drink from the goblet of Gore to that.
For Chuck. That's for you, Chuck. That's for you.
That's for Chuck, man. No, the song. No, honestly, dude, the song is like I think it's top 10, maybe top 5. I can't even say it, dude. Death has so many great songs, but the song is fucking incredible.
What's
I
crazy?
listen to it every day.
It's so basic, right?
It is.
It's very
It's
simple,
super
but
basic.
it's hit so hard.
Yes,
Yeah,
it does.
It really does. I think one thing also Death always does well is those tremolo picking like melodies on the low end. You know, and Infernal Death just has one you can hum over and over.
Yep.
Yeah, simplistic, but it's something you recall and you're like, man, it's just a great fucking song.
Yep.
You know, because it does have a chorus, and both have choruses. You know,
Yes,
that's
they
one
do.
thing I think also that makes Death very accessible as far as being how extreme as they are. Is you can like go back and be like,
You can sing along on some
you can
songs,
sing
yeah.
along,
Yeah.
and it's they got they write songs in that way.
And they're catchy.
You know? They're catchy,
Yeah.
and I love Infernal Death, but both are great. This could go either way, but Infernal Death gets the win
Yes,
today,
dude.
which is interesting because Overactive fucking gets me going. But
Oh yeah, dude, they're both great.
that one was a feather, like
Yeah.
a feather separator for me. That was
tough.
not an easy one. Okay, let's get on. This one was much clearer for me. Let's go on to track number 2, Zombie Ritual versus Inhuman
Yeah,
Form.
I think so too, dude.
Now, why wasn't a song title? This kills me every time. Why wasn't the song title Inhuman Form on fucking Human?
Doesn't
It
make
confuses
sense.
me every time.
Doesn't make
I
sense.
always
Yeah,
think
I
it's on
agree-
the other
I agree
album.
with you too. It's like, what?
Why is that not the title track on fucking Human? No,
It doesn't make sense.
really me being an idiot. But both of these are I like both of these songs.
Me too,
But I
dude.
think Zombie Ritual is clearly a better
It's
song.
clearly the winner, dude.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Zombie Ritual.
I like that Middle Eastern riff to begin, dude, and it just gets going, bro. Circle
Yeah.
Pit City, bro.
That
I
riff's
don't know.
iconic, man.
It is.
It's
It truly
so
is.
iconic.
The breakdown's
It is iconic.
awesome, dude. At 155,
It's-
it's
Yeah.
killer.
Could it be it's the most popular song on the album, I think, right? Zombie Ritual? I
I
would
would,
say
I
so.
would definitely
Yeah,
say
I
so.
think so.
Is that the
Yeah.
best riff on the album, guys?
I don't know about
I
the
think
best
it is.
riff, but
I
it's up
think
there.
it is, dude. It's
It
up
might.
there.
It
Yeah.
might be, dude. There's one other one we'll get to that
Yeah.
I'll bring up at that point, but it might be this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And dude, one thing that I love is the pacing of the chorus. You know, just getting up to that point, the songwriting's perfectly laid out as far as like managing the drum parts behind the grooves. That's what I'm like, yeah, basic drumming, sure, but it's very tasteful in that it suits the fucking song. You know what I mean?
Yep.
It doesn't need to be extra. Not that I say I don't like the extras. I like the bells and whistles. I'm just saying, if we hold down the fort, a good song's a good song. And fucking
matter what,
Zombie
yeah.
Ritual is an amazing song.
It truly is.
You know,
It truly
I
is.
love the way that he holds those two out too, but in the chorus, like between the zombie and the ritual.
Yeah.
I love that. Like the enunciation is perfect on that. It kills me because so many
And-
people would have just been like, zombie ritual. That would have been the thrash interpretation of that.
It would,
you
would,
know?
yeah.
But
But
it's a zombie. Ritual. It's just like, what the fuck?
Like he's
I love
suffering, dude.
that. Yeah. It kills me. Oh, it's so dirty.
Dude, every time
So
he
good,
like
dude.
screams, he feels like it's in pain,
Yeah.
dude. And every album.
For Inhuman Form, though, I like it. It's a fine song. But
Oh, it is, dude,
I think
yeah.
it's bottom 3 on the album.
To be honest,
I can agree.
I'm pretty sure it's dead last to me on the album. There's a lot of better songs, like for
We'll
sure.
get to that, but it
There-
could be. It could be
Yeah.
last. I definitely don't think it's one of the
I don't
better
know
ones.
why it's number 2, to be honest.
There's
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know why it is either.
Yeah, it takes away from the song next.
Yeah.
Yeah, personally.
Yeah.
there's a problem I have with several songs on Individual Thought Patterns. It's the same problem that all the songs have. In Human Form has it. I wonder if you guys had the same problem. Several songs on this album have these just like abrupt endings that feels like you just didn't know how to end the song, so you just like this. That's it. It's over. It goes from being like right in the middle of it to just being over. Yeah, and you can do that. Like anything can work in music if you pull it off right. But I think there was a better way to end this song for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. But the only argument against that I would say is that stylistically, I think with the way that they play these songs, I think those abrupt endings work for me. You know, I think it's if, for example, if we were on the Scream Bloody Gore side and they abruptly ended songs more so, maybe I'd feel a little bit like maybe wind these down. But these specifically, I'm like, they're so chaotic. They feel like. And I already have so much to listen to that's like, all right, just fucking.
Exactly.
Especially if you saw it live, too, because you're like, I don't even know where they are. And then, boom, once again, it's over.
Just sometimes cohesiveness and structure beats out superstars. Yeah, they have all this talent in Individual Thought Patterns, but the structure itself for Scream Bloody Gore just works so well, dude.
Oh, yeah. It's a more memorable song. And, like, Individual, there's a lot of songs we could get to as far as the argument, like, are we just listening to this to hear the flexing of musicians?
Yeah, all the talent they have, yes.
But that's where you have to draw the line. Like, and sometimes you like both. Or my favorite, here's how I always conceptualize that argument. Music can appeal to one of two things inside of you. It can either appeal to emotion or it can appeal to, like, the technical aspect of playing the songs. Yeah. It's either going to be one of those. Really, it doesn't fall out of those two categories. And I think the best artists marry the two, right? Like, there's an appeal to the emotion, but yet there's also, this isn't the most simplistic thing. We put a little bit of thought into the depth of the writing, right? It's complex in any kind of way. But I think those are the two appeals. And I agree with you. I think that Individual Thought Patterns is trying to appeal more to the technical, songwriting style versus like, the emotional, just fucking caveman zombie, but it hits harder on the zombie ritual on some regards. So that's walking this line on these two debates. I kind of like this, where you're like, is it a technical just masterwork that also is a great song, or are we just getting like a caveman banger that can outshine or the other players that might be better from a technical aspect or whatever. Yep. But yeah, on this one, it was very easy. I think Zombie Ritual is clearly the better song. And I would take that emotionally. I would be drunk with my friends, seeing Death live in the pit, screaming, "Zombie!" over the other one by miles.
It's just pure fun to me, dude. I just enjoy it so much. I love this song. I really do.
Yep. If we made a playlist called Death Metal Classics, Zombie Ritual is one of the first tracks.
Yeah, it has to be on there. All right, let's go on to track number 3, Denial of Life versus Jealousy.
I had a tough time with this.
I put
a question mark on this one. This one can go either way for me.
This one was definitely closer to the last two. I made a clear decision, but I think both of these songs, once again, you're weighing the technical versus like just the brute force of Denial of Life. And I like Denial of Life. There's on both sides of this debate. There's not any song that I'm like I can't ever hear that again.
Oh yeah, same. I feel the same way. Yeah.
But I think Denial of Life is one of the lower tiered songs on this record for me. Like it's not my favorite on planet Earth. Where Jealousy is probably top 5.
Yep.
Jealousy's
fucking. That one's always made my playlist because the intro it's kind of obscure, but then it leads into just a fucking abundance of banging riffs.
There's so much going on, dude. So the solos are amazing. I
kind of want to play. Well, yeah. Let me just put on the intro of Jealousy because it is very different, and then
very interesting riff to begin with.
It progressively gets like I said, just an onslaught of heaviness.
Yeah, it's changing throughout. Yeah. Like, what the fuck is Gene doing, bro?
And he's got to sing it, do that?
Yeah.
Dude, then we just go down a fucking waterfall of guitar harmonies. And you're like, man, that's fucking killer. Like,
I put the timestamp for this part that's playing. And then
right here?
After this part, it goes back into a thrash. Yeah.
There's so much going on. I love
That
it.
kills me. That's yeah. The way Jealousy progresses into this,
Yeah, it just keeps
fucking-
going, yes.
It's great because they almost start the song with the worst part of the song, but it still kind of intrigues you. You're kind of like, oh, where? This is strange, and then you just fucking.
It just gets better
They just
and
take
better.
you somewhere, and you're like,
Yeah,
wow.
it just gets better and better. That's why I love it.
It's definitely top 5 for me.
Yeah,
I think the beginning there is a good example of kind of what we were talking about earlier, where it's like you have all these great musicians, but maybe it's almost like too many cooks in the kitchen sometimes.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Like,
yeah. There's so much noodling going on. You're like, I don't know what's, but Gene's holding me together.
Yeah,
you know?
which is like a recurring problem with supergroups, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
which
could be
this
true.
Like who
we
wants to
just said.
shine? Like who
Yeah.
wants to shine, dude?
Yeah.
But
But thank
that's-
God this supergroup, because at the time, the one thing that doesn't exist here really is the egos, right? Because this is all kind of, even now, it's pretty niche, but even back then, I would be even more so. I would
Yeah.
think Andy is the most renowned in this point of time, right? Like, this is 95?
Yeah, King Diamond
No,
was
no,
already
Yeah,
big, so.
fairly big, and whereas, like, Gene was in Dark Angel or Death Angel? I get those two mixed up.
I think
every
it's Death
fucking
Angel,
time.
right? Death Angel. Pretty sure it's Death Angel.
Yes.
It's the
Yeah.
one not with the Filipinos. Which one is the one? I think that's Death Angel.
Oh, Death Angel's with
He's
the
in Dark Angel.
Okay,
then.
Dark Angel.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
there
okay,
you go.
okay. So he was in that. So also not massive. And then I don't even know where they got Steve DiGiario from.
I don't know,
Do
but
you know?
he's awesome.
I do not remember.
So
the moment here.
they don't have the same type of ego as like supergroups that have gotten together in the past. Like if you're a motherfucker
Yeah.
that sold like millions of records with
Then
three
that
other
makes
dudes, then
sense,
it's
yeah.
like
Yeah.
who's gonna run this train?
Who's gonna run this
Yeah.
shit?
But sometimes this part right here to me feels like you threw them in the room and they were jamming, and that's just what
They
they
just
were
had
grooving
fun,
on.
dude.
Like someone started and they just all built off of each other, and then you're grooving, and then they progressed into these parts.
That's
become
such a
like
good
its other
explanation.
song.
That's how I feel too. Like
Yeah, and
like-
I like it because the
Yeah.
chaos doesn't go on long enough. You're kind of hooked. Like I said, it's like a bait, and they just keep bringing you in.
Just changing
You're
it
kinda
up, changing
all right,
up
I'm
to
going
tune,
somewhere,
yeah.
and then like, oh my god, I didn't think it was going there.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, they got Steve from Sadis.
Sadis.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
Okay, got you.
Nice.
Once again, what did they sell? Maybe like 10,000 records before?
Who knows,
Maybe
yeah.
not even
Maybe, I
close.
don't
So no
even
one's
know.
like, I'm so much. It had to be Andy, but even still, Chuck, I'm sure had a bigger pull than that.
Yeah.
Y'all ever heard Sadis?
I haven't. No.
Heavy, very
Really?
heavy thrash.
Dang. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
You know, JJ loves that.
I'm gonna love it. I already know.
All right, so
Top 10
jealousy,
album. I'm just
jealousy,
kidding.
we're on the board for fucking.
We didn't even get to talk about Denial of Life though. It's a good song.
We
though.
did talk about it. We talked about the very beginning. We said it was one of the bottom tier.
Yeah.
We moved
Ah,
on.
just saying,
Track, we got a lot to
it's
go
good
for,
stuff.
dude. Track number 4, Sacrificial. Sacrificial versus Trapped in a
I
Corner.
think this one's easy.
Really?
I think Trapped in a Corner is fucking phenomenal, dude. It's a great
yeah.
song, dude.
It's definitely not easy.
Fucking amazing to me.
I don't think it's easy. I think this one's definitely closer than the last one, but I would definitely go Trapped in a Corner. Now, I can't take away that Sacrificial makes me laugh maybe every time I hear that
dude.
song. Sacrificial.
Dude.
Cunt. And I'm like, dude, here we go.
I think Sacrificial is great in entirety except the chorus.
I agree with that. Yeah, exactly.
yeah,
I,
agree
love
with that.
the doomy verse riff.
Yeah.
Like
It's
it's
slow and
yeah.
gross, dude.
yeah,
it just keeps going.
makes me feel like I'm there, you know, because
Yeah.
that we got the
But then it
background.
opens
That's
up,
right.
dude. It's Circle Pit City.
Yeah.
Once it gets going.
What's a better chorus with using the word cunt? Gilded cunt or sacrificial cunt? You know, because we were on the topic
I like
of Cradle
Gilded.
of Filth.
I like the
You're
Gilded
going to go
cunt.
with Gilded
I
cunt
like the
over
Gilded
sacrificial
cunt,
cunt?
yeah.
I think I would too, honestly.
I don't think we're friends anymore because you just picked Cradle of Filth over Death.
Oh,
Dude,
my
I'm sorry
God.
to say I would probably
At
take
least on
Gilded
that
cunt
song.
over sacrificial cunt. But both good songs. I like sacrificial. It's just like you said, all the parts except for the chorus are my favorite.
Yeah.
You know. But dude, Trapped in the Corner is phenomenal. Once
That
again,
riff, dude.
they're
Yep.
continuing
The main
on with
riff,
individual
holy
thought
fuck,
patterns. Which
dude.
one was it?
Well, yeah, we can play.
Let's do it, dude.
Oh,
Fuck it.
I got times. Everybody
do it.
got
Oh,
timestamps for
everyone's
Trapped in
got-
a Corner.
I don't have any. Go ahead. Give me one.
118 for Trapped in the
I
Corner.
put the same one.
Oh,
Okay.
it's so good, dude.
One,
It's so
one,
good.
one of the
Voice.
4
One of the
timestamps
two.
I put.
Oh, dude.
This could be on Sound of Perseverance.
Dude, let's go.
Yeah.
That is so dirty,
Steve
dude.
is just
Yes, dude. And then
That is fucking amazing. Dude.
yeah.
Look at those drums. God, Gene
Dude.
takes them to a next level, bro.
after this part,
God damn.
when they go into the first guitar solo, that backing riff behind it is
Oh,
just like
it's
I
nasty.
could fuck somebody
yeah.
up, dude.
Bro, not to mention that it's a little bit of a cheat code with Andy's solos. That's one thing that
Yeah.
that individual has a lot over Scream Bloody Gore.
Yeah.
Not to say, but I like Chuck's solos. Don't get me wrong.
Oh,
But it's
yeah,
just like
for sure.
Andy's is dude because I like
Andy's
a good
the man,
melodic
dude.
solo.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, I'm gonna go with
I gotta go
Trap
trap,
Recorder.
dude.
Oh, me too.
Okay.
I was telling Neil that like every time I do one of these episodes with you guys, I remember like, oh man, I forgot how much I fucking love that song. This time it was Trapped in a Corner. I was like,
Really?
oh, this is like a
Of
top
course,
for
really.
me.
dude.
For me, definitely top 10 death song.
Damn,
I love.
really?
It's amazing.
Yeah.
That's an amazing
I
song.
don't know if that's controversial, but I would say that's probably not on most people's top 10.
I'll
death
say
song.
top 20. Death
Top
song.
20?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely up there. That part, dude, I hear it. I'm
That
like,
chorus.
here's a fucking.
Yeah. And then I love that riff behind the guitar solos. Also, both solos are great.
Yeah,
Like
solos are fantastic.
Yeah.
But the part that we just highlighted, that kills me every time because I'm like, there's the highlight or the like a glimpse of Sound of Perseverance. You know, like, because it's not really anywhere else with that high melody, like, kind of,
Yeah.
how do you, because it's more like, it has a positive feel to it, like, oh, I'm like reaching for something. I'm like,
Yeah.
you know, I don't know what mode or key, whatever you would fucking call that, but
And-
it sounds like sound. And then Steve just holds it down, man. Unbelievable
Yes.
Yes, she
fucking
truly
bass
does.
lines. Yeah.
and another abrupt ending for Trapped in a Corner, but I think it's a lot better than the last time. I'm just
agree
saying
with
though,
that.
there's another one, and there's still more to come.
Oh, there's a lot more.
All right, let's go on to what is this, track number
Mutilation.
5?
No, number 5. Yeah.
Okay, let's go on to track number 5. Mutilation versus Nothing is Everything.
Oh, there's
Now,
nothing.
I mean,
This
there
is
was-
where you're
Everything
gonna
is
go.
nothing.
Now, guys, I had a whole rant last episode about doing notes for this episode and having the cliche of everything is nothing and nothing is everything, and God, does it ruin this song too.
But they're one of the first to do it.
JJ, they're not. That's a cliche. Just for that, I gotta go find like 20 examples. This has been said so much. It's so annoying.
Probably like thousands of years
Yeah,
ago.
I'm sure.
It-
We
like,
talked
a
it's
lot.
too much.
Yeah.
It's just too much. I think one thing though with it's the same complaint I had on the Mudvayne episode though. Nothing is everything. Everything besides the chorus I like. Like it's a
But
great.
everything is nothing.
And there we go. And then he's got to say the whole thing, and I'm like, Chuck. There's
Chuck,
a couple
chill
times with
out,
Chuck's
bro.
lyrics, especially on choruses. There's one more on this from probably the most famous song on Individual Thought Patterns that I have a similar sentiment about, but sometimes the lyrics I'm just like, God, that's not it. That's not it. But I love a lot of Chuck's lyrics, but
Yeah.
also I would say also hit or misses. And this one for me, fuck the chorus on.
But
Nothing Is
musically,
Everything.
God damn, it's fantastic, dude. It
Yeah,
is fantastic.
but you know what? Mutilation is just fucking Slayer.
Dude, let's fucking
It's
dance.
just fucking Slayer,
Let's
dude.
dance,
It
baby.
is the dirtiest Slayer song. And mutilation. That fucking gets me up every time, dude. It's
Dude.
basic, but it's all that I need.
Yeah.
It's all that I need.
Yep.
It's one of the better, because like basically every chorus on Scream Bloody Gore is the title of the song.
Yeah.
So I think it's one of the better choruses though that like is
Yeah.
doing that.
I agree.
Just because of how Chuck says it and spaces the word and just like
yeah.
Dude, I love the
And-
transition. It gets heavier and then the double bass. Oh,
Yeah,
fuck,
100%.
dude.
It is a thrash song.
It's a
you
thrash song, yeah.
It's still it could be on Rain and Blood with Tom could be singing over it. You would have no idea it's not.
Dude,
but
that's crazy.
But the way that he carries that chorus with Mutilation, I do agree because that's where it separates into what I would say is death metal is that you have that aggressive voice like and then he gets raspier, higher and higher. It's just like,
Yeah.
dude, that cadence there. I wish that more death metal vocalists would take that approach. You're like, be raw. Don't rely on just being this monotone heavy. Like, give me some fucking emotion. Jesus, dude. You know? But
Yep.
this Mutilation hits me every time with that.
Yeah, dude. Oh, God, dude. I really love both, man. I really do.
They are very close. This
Everything Is Nothing at least has a different kind of ending.
And it has a captivating solo, dude. Like, it catches you. Dude.
I love the ending of that song.
It's close, dude, but I got to take Mutilation just because, like I said,
man.
I fucking nothing is everything. I can't deal with that chorus.
I can't pick right now. You got to go, dude. I love both. I really do.
I'm taking Everything Is Nothing is Nothing is Everything is Nothing is Everything.
I think so too, dude. I really do.
What are you guys on about?
I really do, man.
What?
Dude, the solo's fantastic. It's so groovy, bro.
Forget the lyrics. You don't want to know what Mutilation's about.
It's death metal, dude. Of course I want to know.
What is it about?
Bro.
Might as well just say it. Fuck it.
What do you think it's about? The song's called fucking Mutilation, dude.
But what are you mutilating?
what are you mutilating? Get into detail. No, Mutilation, yeah, I get that, but it's death metal. But dude,
But dude,
I can't. I'm
if
sorry.
you want to play the riff,
what?
That made one, dude. 253.
I put the same part.
Yeah.
Okay.
I put the
So
same
This is
part.
what-
dude.
let's see what saved
This
the
is
day.
the reason
Let's
that
see what-
saved the day, dude.
Let's see if it can actually convert me.
It's
250.
gonna convert you. Yeah.
I
might as
put
well
I put
250.
250.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give you that 3 seconds to raise that volume up. It's so catchy, dude.
Pretty different from the other riffs
Dude,
on
it
the
is.
album too.
That's super. That's soothing, dude.
Don't
That's
know if
soothing
it's-
metal, dude.
I'm still hearing that chorus in my head, and I don't think that's forgive. It's not making me any more fucking merciful. I'm still gonna go with Mutilation. Bro.
All right,
I
okay,
just
I
need
gotcha.
some Slayer. All right, you guys suck. I hate both of y'all. All right. Let's go on. Let's go halftime. Let's go halftime real fast. So that was track number 5. Sorry guys, I need to put the numbers on this shit. This happens every time. Let's take a halftime. Let's talk about these album covers. Which album cover you prefer? It's got no bearing on the debate. This one's kind of close, I would say.
No, I like Scream
No.
Bloody Gore, dude.
It's a lot closer than last
It's not
episode.
close.
I think Scream Bloody
It's
Gore
not
is
close
better.
at all. Scream Bloody Gore for me is like one of my favorite album covers of all
Yeah, I
time.
think it's
I
pretty
fucking
good.
love
Yeah.
it, dude. It's perfect.
Yeah.
What isn't perfect about it?
Yeah,
You're
I
right.
can't even say it.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You know, you're right.
And then you listen to the album, it's like I feel like I'm there.
Yeah,
I
you're
agree.
right.
I agree. I think from the
Especially-
standpoint of you're walking through the record store, you're flipping through, you see this album cover, you know exactly what the fuck
You
is
know
up.
what you're gonna get
You
into,
know
dude.
exactly what is up. There are no questions. There's no ambiguity. You know if I put this shit on, I'm gonna hear some evil sounding
Dude,
shit.
that's
Oh, yeah.
crazy.
yeah.
I mean, look, I'm
Yeah.
not wearing an individual thought pattern shirt.
Oh,
Dude,
wow.
I will, in the defense of individual thought patterns, in a full-size painting perspective, it is a sick
That is
piece of
pretty
art.
cool too, dude.
I don't
Like,
even
it
I don't
really
dislike
is.
it at all. I think
Okay.
it's cool.
It's a really cool little piece.
I just love
Both
Scream Bloody
that
Gore
one
so
and
much.
Symbolic, I love those.
Symbolic's
Oh,
crazy.
Like
yes,
how would
dude.
you call like deconstructionist? I don't know
Yeah.
what the word is for that kind of
I
art.
don't know what
but
it
it's
was, yeah.
so maybe abstract.
It's
I don't
abstract,
even know.
that's
But
for
it's
sure,
you
yeah.
look at it and like what? Like this is a really both symbolic and individual. When you see them as full size like painting things, you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Man, this looks sick. You know, but I do agree when it comes to suiting what you're about to fucking hear. Scream Bloody Gore might be the most accurate to what you were about to hear on this fucking record.
Straight up in
Yeah,
your
it's
face.
so in your face. It's a great
Dude,
one.
it's amazing, dude.
Let me ask you this. I know we got down the death. Did you see the Death to All tour? Either of them?
I didn't get to see it.
I wish I would have gone. You went,
Yeah.
right?
I went to the first
Yeah.
one. Yeah,
That's fucking
it's
awesome,
fucking
dude.
great, dude.
Yes.
I mean, just to hear those songs
Well, they
live.
end with like
Obviously,
pull the plug or something.
what's up?
But end they close with like pull the plug or something.
I
like
actually
that.
don't know. I'll look it up while
Yeah.
we're chatting about it. But and I don't know if the set list will be on or not. 'Cause I would say that's pretty obscure, right? Death to
Yeah.
All. But
Yeah.
either way, they
I
played
bet they
like
got it.
they played like
Yeah.
they played 2 songs from every album basically.
That's so
So
sick,
we got
dude.
a bunch of different
That's
ones.
amazing.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
I think it was
Yeah.
the only one they didn't play 2 was Sound of Perseverance. I think they only played 1. But
I wonder which one they played. Bite the Pain or something.
yeah, could
Spirit
be
Crusher?
true.
Yeah.
Okay,
Or
it was a
Spirit
Dirty
Crusher, yeah.
Dirty Dog in 2014. All right, you want me to walk through the
dude.
set
Oh,
list?
Dude,
Jeez.
show me the set list.
Dirty Dog, R.I.P. Horrible sound in that venue. Right off of 6th Street.
Well, that's what you want. You want dirty.
You want
dude.
dirty? Dude, I once saw, speaking of Dirty Dog and bad sound, before I go into this, I got to divulge. One time I saw Devin Townsend headline at Dirty Dog.
Oh my gosh, dude.
It had to be the worst show I might have ever seen. God bless Devin Townsend. You know I like Devin Townsend a lot.
Yeah.
Strapping. I like all of his solo work. I think Transcendence is one of my favorites of his. But either way, he's a great artist. But it probably wasn't even his fault. This had to be a house sound guy. Dude, no guitar. Zero guitar in the mix.
What?
Absolutely no guitar. Okay?
Dude,
and
that
then
is
you
insane.
could barely hear Devin. Like, you could barely hear him.
Okay,
He
so
has
the
a
two
strong
most
vocal
important
cords,
parts
yeah.
of the band.
Yeah, like there was 2 solos that he was supposed to do. For example,
That is so hard to believe,
What's
dude.
the big song that he does on Kingdom? The biggest song he has.
God damn it, dude. What's it called? I know what you're talking about, yeah.
That like middle solo part,
Yeah.
zero guitar, just bass and drum. It was so weird. And then you could hear him singing, but like it was almost like the mic was muted during that. Because, it's like, I wonder.
Yeah.
Like, it would cut out and you would just hear him, but then you'd be like, where the
What
fuck
is
is he in the
going on,
mid?
dude?
It was so bad. So, R.I.P. Dirty Dog, but maybe rest in piss.
Yeah, that was the
Oh, shit.
problem with Dirty Dog is that
Yeah.
half the time it's not that it sounded bad, shit just didn't work. It was
Wow,
ridiculous.
dude.
Yeah.
Shit would
Shit
cut
would
out.
cut out, yeah.
Like it was just
They never
the
upgraded.
worst.
They never upgraded the fucking, which is crazy, but they were probably paying so much in rent to be. That was prime real estate, 6th Street, downtown
Dude, for
Austin.
real, dude.
So
Imagine
maybe they
getting
didn't have the
that.
budget to get the equipment. I don't know what the problem was, but I've seen some very bad shows there, but I've seen some killer ones. So let me go back to the Death Dog.
Scars.
Oh, you saw him at Dirty Dog?
Yep.
Name Scars?
Yep.
Holy
And they sounded
shit.
great because they brought their own sound guy.
That's the trick with that's the trick with those little clubs when you're touring.
You gotta do that.
Okay, all right. So let me get back to this Death to All set list. You ready? This is the one that I saw in Austin at Dirty Dog 2014. Listen to this shit. The Philosopher, Leprosy,
Wow.
Left to Die, like medley.
Yeah.
Suicide Machine, Living Monstrosity, Overactive Imagination,
Wow.
Inhuman Form. Come on, this should have been something else.
Yeah, I could have been
Lack
something
of comprehension, spiritual healing, and within the mind, back to like a medley, flattening of emotions, symbolic,
dude.
zero tolerance, bite the pain. They stop. Encore is zombie ritual and the baptized in blood,
That's pretty banging.
Crystal Mountain, and then pull the plug to close.
Wow, pull the plug's
Jeez.
amazing.
Just a fucking
That's
onslaught. dude.
amazing.
It was amazing. It
Dude,
was
that's incredible.
such a good set.
Is Pull the Plug top 5 all time?
No, not for me.
I
not
think
for
it
me.
is. Personally, I love that song.
Maybe I've over listened to Pull the Plug, but I just
Yeah.
A lot of
I don't-
people would say it's their favorite though, or like
I
it's
think
up
so
there,
too.
Yeah.
And it's the gateway. I think if there's going to be a gateway song for them, I think it's Pull the Plug into death metal.
Yeah.
Like I could convince you if you've listened to a good amount of thrash to take that next step
Yeah.
in the heaviness to be like, dude, throw on this song. Like
Yeah.
it's a good
That's
gateway
that's
song.
their catchiest song. I
It's
think.
a catchy
Yeah,
song.
that's what I'm
Very
saying,
catchy
like,
song.
it's-
But for me personally, it's definitely not in their top 10.
I like it a lot, dude.
Yeah.
I think it's like top 10, top 5. I really enjoy it. It's
Now,
very
Left to
catchy.
Die.
I don't-
Left to Die. is
Left to
fucking-
Die could be up there. I
Yeah.
fucking love Left to Die
is fucking banging,
on the
too.
same album. But Leprosy of the death metal stuff, I'm going to be honest. It was my favorite, but I think Justin in doing these two debates from the older stuff, I think Scream Bloody Gore is my favorite now. For sure.
For like death in general?
No. For Death's
okay.
older
Yeah.
catalog.
Yeah.
I think it's better in Leprosy, Spiritual Healing.
Oh, for sure, dude.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Where I used to
agree.
think Leprosy was better
really?
than the other two. Yeah.
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 Actually, I used to think the same way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But going
Scream
back,
Bloody
I'm like,
Gore
nah,
is
Scream Bloody
fucking
Gore is definitely
incredible,
better. Yeah.
dude. Yeah. Absolutely agree.
All right, let's get back to this debate. We left off with Mutilation, Nothing's Everything. Let's go on to track number 1. I think 6.
We're at number 6.
Regurgitated Guts versus Individual Thought Patterns.
I thought we were doing I thought it was
Mentally
mentally
blind.
blind, bro. Come
Mentally
on.
blind.
Oh, sorry.
I was like, either I'm wrong or
Sorry,
you're
yeah, I
wrong.
was like, wait a
But
minute,
I'm glad
wait a minute,
JJ
wait
backed
a
me up there.
minute.
I was playing off of the title of the song. I was mentally blind.
You
at
were
that
mentally,
point.
yeah. I
took
get
it out
it.
of my head.
How dare you,
Okay,
dude.
sorry.
How dare
Mentally
you.
blind versus Regurgitated Guts.
This is fucking hard, dude. This is hard.
Okay, guys.
Because I love
It's a close
both,
one.
dude.
Hold on. One thing I got to bring up on this, because there's two big video game references, I feel like, to the same developer on one album. Okay.
Really? What is it?
In the middle of this, we got the Halo theme riff, dude. Dun, 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 dun,
Yep.
dun, dun.
It's so good, dude.
Did Halo rip? Did
I don't
Bungie
know,
rip
dude.
off Death? That's the
Dude,
real
it's
question.
so
Shit.
fucking grooving, dude.
That
this
is
song.
the Halo riff.
It
Did
is.
you guys write that down? Come on,
no,
tell
I
me
did
you're at the
not,
top. I fucking cannot
Dude.
believe you guys.
You're
I
right,
hate
though.
both
I
of
think it's
y'all.
145. I
Hold on.
think it's
Okay.
145.
It better be
yeah.
JJ. I'm gonna be mad. all
Oh,
right?
he's gonna be
Oh,
upset.
I'm gonna be upset.
Flip the table. Yeah, this is it.
This is. Oh, I'm sorry, guys.
Oh,
The Halo riff.
It's catchy as fuck still, though.
The whole way.
How have I never heard this?
Oh, dude, you gotta keep it
Bro.
going though. That dun, 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 dun. Dude, that breakdown is so killer.
Yep.
It really is. No, I'm sorry. I had to bring that up because I have to know. They had to have heard that. And didn't Steve Vai do the Halo thing?
Yeah, he did.
Wasn't he the
also.
guitarist?
Yeah, he did also the same shit. Yeah.
They knew what they were doing, dude. They're Death fans. If not, they wouldn't have called their next game Destiny.
Oh.
It's on the same album.
It's right there in
I'm
front
a
of
Death
us.
fan,
You know,
dude.
I'm not Batman. I'm not a detective, but I gotta
saw
put
the
two I
case.
saw the writing on the walls
That's some-
for this case. We got Destiny
Dude.
and the Halo riff on one album.
Oh my god.
Some video game Illuminati shit right there.
Hey,
It might be, dude. They're gonna get you. They're gonna get you now, dude.
They're gonna take all this down. I'm on the things that I shouldn't be on about. No, I had to bring it up, but sorry, get back to it. All jokes aside,
Dude, Regurgitated Guts, holy fuck. What a
love both
song,
these.
dude. I
Yeah.
love that song. Just from the intro alone.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Yeah.
I love the riff. Dun, 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 dun. The song has like a death and roll feel to it.
Yeah, it
Yeah, it
does,
really
dude.
does.
And
It really does.
I love it, dude. I really do. It's top 5 for me. This song.
Regurgitated Guts.
I think so. On this album, yeah, dude. It
I don't
doesn't
know if
really
it's top
change.
5.
There's there's not a lot of tempo changes.
That's not
or
top
anything,
5 for me.
That's
but
better.
it's just straightforward, dude.
Nah, I would
Yeah.
take Mutilation up with Regurgitated Guts, to be honest.
Really?
Personally, yeah.
Wow, dude.
Like I
love
like
the intro.
Regurgitated Guts, but it's
Dun,
there's
dun,
no bad
dun,
songs.
dun,
I'll say that
dun,
over and
dun,
over.
dun. Yeah, yeah.
But it's definitely not top 5 for me. There's no way.
God, dude, this is a tough one for me.
No, this one was a little bit clearer.
I
I
love
got to go
both.
with the Halo theme song, bro. What are we talking about? Because from there it just continues on and on and
Yeah,
good
no, it
shit.
keeps
dude.
going. It keeps
Mentally
going.
Blind is unbelievable. Like I really think it's another one, like you said with Trapped in the Corner, where you just go back and you're like, I forgot they wrote this song. Like this song
Yeah.
is so fucking good. You know, they wrote the Halo riff before Halo, dude. Come on,
They did. I'm never gonna hear that the same again.
Ever. You're gonna be like, dude,
No,
where's my fucking
When I'm
warthog?
playing Halo or listening to Mentally Blind, I'll be like,
I gotta drive
There
over
it
the
is.
Same
dudes,
time,
dude.
dude.
What was the Blood Gulch? I gotta get into Blood
Yeah.
Gulch and fucking kill someone with my warthog, dude. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm going Mentally Blind. What are y'all going with? I'm sorry if you already said that.
I picked it. I picked Mentally Blind. Like I put my little
Yeah,
dot right
come on.
here.
Yeah.
But I love Regurgitated Guts, dude. I really do love.
are
that
you
song.
flipping?
No, I legitimately picked it. It's just
I see the dot. I see the
'Cause
dot. know how
I
he writes
legitimately
notes.
love Regurgitated Guts, dude. I think the riff itself is fucking fantastic, dude. And it's a
I'm taking
banger,
it.
bro. But it's so hard to go against Mentally Blind.
This one was
It's
tough.
another song that just keeps building and building and building and building and building. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have an abrupt ending. That's
No,
a good ending.
Yeah, true.
There's lots of
What
layers
did
to
you
the
pick?
song.
I picked Regurgitated Guts,
I
but
was so
man,
close,
it was
dude.
so close, dude.
I was so close.
I really
to
like
picking
both these
it.
songs a lot.
I love both, dude.
Incorrect. Incorrect.
picked-
Justin. Incorrect.
Your song
You're
won.
wrong.
All right, let's go on to track number 7. Baptized in Blood versus Individual Thought Patterns.
Baptized is a banger.
Oh my
dude.
God, Baptized in Blood is a banger, man.
Dude, put on
I-
21
I got
seconds.
you. I got you.
Just 19 seconds so you can get your
I'm-
volume up.
All right. I know how to do it. I know how to do it, motherfucker.
I'm glad you picked this part because it leads into what I wanted to say.
Okay,
perfectly.
cool,
So,
cool. Dude, it's
That works.
just let's go, baby. Dude, you just get your steak face on,
Yeah.
dude. Bro, let's go to a show right now.
Thrash,
dude.
dude. It's a
Let's
Slayer.
go to a show right now, dude. It truly is, right?
Yeah. Especially the tremolo picking part.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that sounds necrophilia. Necrophobic. Can't explain the paranoia. Scared to die. It reminds me of that one. This one's in D.
On a side note, you think this could go against Rain and Blood? This album?
It could, yeah. I think it could.
You think it'd be really close?
I just gotta look
that
at
would have
it.
been fun
Would it
because
be really close?
those are both 10 songs each.
Hold on a second.
Just saying.
Hold on a second. Let's think about this just real fast, just
Yeah.
to tease this debate idea.
I'm so down. I'm so down, dude.
Infernal Death, or Angel of Death.
Oh my god, dude,
Holy
that is
shit.
that is.
Guys, that's a clear winner.
Yeah,
you gotta go Angel
you
of
gotta
Death,
go
dude.
Angel,
Come
but
on.
I don't know.
It's so hard.
What do you
dude.
mean you don't know, dude? Those are the most evil lyrics maybe ever.
That is so hard, but you're right. I think
Who
you're right.
in their right mind would open an album with Auschwitz, the meaning of pain, the way that I want
That
you
is
to die?
evil shit,
It's the
dude.
most evil way you can open anything.
I understand.
I gotta go with Angel of Death on that one. I'm sorry.
Just because. Wow, that's a teaser, bro. Come on.
Just a teaser. That's a teaser. We can't
That's
even get
it.
into that.
No more.
Back to Baptized in Blood. Baptized in Blood. Sorry, it does sound a lot like Necrophobia.
Yes, it
reminds
does,
me
dude.
of Slayer. But I thoroughly enjoyed both of these songs.
Oh, me too, dude. I
They're
really
like
did.
Individual Thought Patterns is a very solid title track.
It just shows the sheer talent of this band, dude.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
they're all over the place in this song.
They really are,
and they're
dude.
just showing. They're just
Yeah.
showing off.
I agree.
They're all showing
But
off.
is it a
dude.
better song? The same thing that we
Exactly.
go walk back and forth on this whole debate. And for me, I don't think it is a better song. than
No,
Baptized in
it's just
Blood.
because there's so much talent and they're showing off. Like it just,
Yeah.
there's no real structure, even though there is. I don't know if that makes sense.
And maybe
Yeah,
it just hit me right now. Maybe that was the point of the album name. Individual thought
you're probably
patterns.
right, dude.
They're all just on their
fucking
own wavelength,
talent, dude.
just going and
There's
doing
so
what they
much
wanna
talent
do.
on that.
Another
band, dude.
revelation.
Oh my God. Justin, it just hit
Jesus
me.
Christ.
How many gummies did you take? man? I was
Dude,
kidding.
he got me all fucking worked up.
He's
with those
enlightened.
Gummies. After 4 fucking vodka,
That's
whatever's,
funny, dude.
and then my gummies, I just came to that revelation.
I just have to say though,
Yeah.
the drums during Chuck's solo on Individual Thought Patterns, I fucking love that. It's
Oh,
some of the
so
best
That's
drums on the
Chuck-
album.
Oh, sorry. Gene's
Gene
drumming.
is just a monster, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gene's drumming. Yeah, dude. He fucking lays it down.
But it's during Chuck's solo on the song. That's what I'm saying.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Do you have the timestamp?
I didn't write a timestamp,
Okay,
so
okay.
I don't know what it is.
I feel like
but,
we're giving JJ all the timestamps. Next episode,
It's
we're going to make a new rule. JJ gets X amount of timestamps.
to be
Guest
fair,
gets X amount of timestamps.
We got a couple of the same ones,
yeah,
dude.
JJ has
Yeah.
put on several that I had the same one. So
We have the same
to
wavelength,
be
dude.
fair.
Me and Neil too. We had a bunch of same. Pantera.
We don't be naming names.
Yeah, you know,
We don't
no
need to
more
be naming
names, dude.
All right, so which one?
I just know good riffs, bro.
I know good
I'm
riffs.
sorry.
Did you pick Baptized?
Yeah.
What'd you
I did.
pick?
Individual Thought Patterns.
Wow.
did you pick?
Okay.
Yep.
What did you
I'm
did.
pick?
shocked. Why would you? What's your reasoning there?
I don't know. I think it's in the better half of the album. Whereas Baptized in Blood, I love all the songs on the album because I love the whole feel. But I don't know. I could say maybe it's in the lower half. for
Oh,
me.
okay.
Wow.
So-
I'm, okay.
What are you picking? You
I
didn't pick.
I'm
Baptized in
splitting
Blood.
hairs
Oh,
here, though.
Baptized in
I
Blood.
actually
Yeah.
still think this one was hard.
This one was
Wow.
harder, but I would go Baptized. All right, let's go into track number 8. Torn to Pieces versus Destiny.
Destiny.
Another Bungie reference.
I gotta be honest, guys. I think Destiny is my favorite. I love it so much.
Oh,
Your favorite?
Well, it's up there.
Your favorite?
Maybe not.
It's
maybe,
not your favorite.
Maybe Trapped in the
Come
Corner
on.
might be my favorite, but this one is up there, dude. It's incredible. It's an incredible song. I like the soft balladness that comes in.
I was about to say the
and then
dynamics of the
yeah,
song.
the dynamics,
Yeah.
yes, dude. It gets fucking heavy and
The-
just riffs on riffs, dude. It's just amazing.
The opening,
It's
them
pure
mixing
magic.
the electric and acoustic to start
yeah.
the song.
Yeah, and it sounds
Dude.
great. I love when they do that. Honestly, when I think about great instrumentals of metal bands, I think one that does not get the recognition it deserves is Voice of the Soul on Sound of Perseverance. That's a great instrumental.
Oh, yeah.
And same type of thing where you got the electric guitar layered on top of this acoustic thing going on. And like I said, I just think that one slept on a little bit. But either way, to start a song like that on this record, it's basically the only one that does it on both
Yeah.
records.
Yeah.
And very fitting. The song progresses very well. I
Dude.
also think it's definitely above the mid for me on this.
Yeah, dude.
In the top 5, probably.
It's an incredible song. I'll play one more riff and I'm done, I promise.
Okay.
Let's do 228. I love it, dude.
Oh, it's actually not the one that I wrote down.
Oh, really?
It's for,
wow.
Yours is for guitar? Because I wrote a bass part.
okay. I love the guitar.
228.
228. Let's go. I love it so much.
Here we go.
Dude, let's go, dude. That is so fucking catchy.
You just love thrash.
I love it. I love it, dude.
JJ's a thrash boy.
I'm a thrash boy,
He's
dude.
a thrash
I'm the heart,
maniac.
dude.
We saw that coming from a mile away. What was the one what bass part you want to highlight?
At 1 minute.
1 minute. Okay.
Let me take a little nap, dude. I'm just kidding.
Stop.
I'm kidding, dude. Dude, Steve's the man, bro.
Yeah.
And what is that counter melody? Like, that's so odd.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, the riff after this, holy. That's so good. This song's incredible, dude.
Nah,
Yeah.
Destiny really is something else. Yeah, I'm going to go Destiny on this one,
Yeah.
too.
But don't get me wrong, Torn to Pieces is just
Pieces
it's just
is
straight
not-
to your face.
Not my favorite. I think it might be, honestly, my most forgettable song on the album.
I don't
Dude,
know,
that
man.
double bass is fucking crazy.
Yeah. This was hard for me because I actually like Torn to Pieces a lot. The opening of the song, or like even for like the first 30
I can't believe you
seconds or
say it's
whatever.
forgettable.
Torn to
I know.
Pieces, when I'm looking at the track listing of Scream Bloody Gore, Torn to Pieces is probably my least favorite, if not my second least favorite.
I think it's my favorite drumming off the album. I mean, it's not. I mean,
Doesn't
it's
make
not
the
there.
song for me. Doesn't make the song, dude.
That could be true.
Yeah, dude.
good.
It's a
No,
good
I'm
song, and the
sure.
riff itself is
But
good.
if we're judging the shit just on the drums, then every song on individual should win. You know what I mean?
I mean,
Like,
I guess
I
it'd be
get it.
true.
Like, it's a good drum part for the album, but like,
But
the
no,
song's
I
just
think
not
the
that
riff
great.
works with the drums and the solo too.
I'm hearing everything you're saying, brother.
You just don't like the song.
It's just not that great of a song.
Something
Makes me want to play the riff now.
No, please, God, stop.
Please, for the love of God, stop playing the riff.
No more of the riffs. Now the people out there want it. What is it, JJ?
Oh,
Torn to
going-
Pieces?
Turning my page back, dude. Yeah, we might as well do 150.
150, Torn to
It's
Pieces.
the,
All right, motherfucker.
it's the drums, dude. Honestly, it's amazing.
You're banned for the next.
That's it.
fucking-
Don't worry, I'm not playing nothing, even though I could, dude.
I hate him so much.
Dude, look at those drums. It just fits so well with the song, dude.
Yeah. It's a good groove, man. It's a good
just
groove.
groovy and it's catchy and it does the job well.
Sure, it fits
Straight
the
to the
riff.
point.
It was fitting the riff that was playing. My
Yes,
point was, if
exactly.
we're gonna highlight just going drum parts, that
Oh,
doesn't
yeah,
compare to
yeah.
anything from the
Yeah.
other record.
Yeah, Gene's
you know?
just
Yeah.
he's a fucking legend. Dude.
Yes, but
Yes.
I agree. Once again, it is very suiting to the riff that is being played,
Yeah.
and it makes you groove with it because he's
Exactly.
carrying that backbeat on the feet. Boop, 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 you know, and it's just like, oh, yeah, that's all we need, my
Yeah.
boy. But no, either way, Torn to Pieces to me still doesn't redeem it. I would say it's
Okay.
and it's not a bad. Once again, I've said it, and I'll say it again. There's no bad song on this record, but I would say
No,
that
there's
is my
not.
least favorite.
Okay.
I get it.
That's fine.
So what are you going
That-
with?
I'm definitely going with Destiny.
Oh, same.
But
God.
Torn to Pieces, one thing I will say about it, something y'all were talking about on the last one was, I don't remember how Neil said it exactly. Like, he likes something that's imperfect on purpose, I think is what he said.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's imperfect on purpose, but the Torn to Pieces, like the opening of it, you can hear Chuck doesn't stay like perfectly in time with his strumming. So I listened to it and I'm like, man, I feel like I'm just listening to him like as a teenager there, standing there strumming, and it feels very live for me because it's not perfect.
Gotcha.
So
Got you.
there is something about that I'm just really drawn to. So
Okay.
even though I'm taking Destiny, I do like that. I really heard it when I was preparing for this. I'm like, man, I really like how live that feels in
Yeah.
Pieces.
Jeez.
So-
Okay. Yeah, makes sense. All right, guys, let's go on to the second to last track, Evil Dead versus Out of Touch.
I like both, man, but
Evil Dead is my second least favorite.
I was gonna say
What?
Yeah.
it's not my favorite. I do
Great
like Evil Dead.
subject matter.
Yeah, it's pure evil. And it's eerie from the beginning, and it's a cool riff, but it doesn't do much
Guys.
compared to the rest of the album. My opinion, though.
I think it might have the best solo on the album, though.
Wow.
The
Best
solo in 2
yeah,
minutes. Yep.
I said the
give me
same thing,
timestamp.
dude.
Let's do
I
it.
actually said the same thing. Yeah, it's very
JJ,
effective.
just let him have the moment. God damn it. No,
I just said it's
Let him pick
effective.
the
It's
riff.
very effective.
Evil. I'm sorry.
I wrote it too.
I wrote it too.
I wrote it as well.
What, 2 minutes? Just 2 minutes?
2 minutes,
2
yeah.
minutes? Okay. Just let him
That
live, dude.
cannot be not noted. Shit.
I wrote the wrong timestamp, but
But the riff.
Now you're banned for different reasons.
I
God.
fucked up.
I love that solo. Motherfucker. I hate both of y'all today.
I fucked up. That was my fault.
Well, guys, I'm glad
That
you
was the
enjoyed that
riff,
solo. It was a good riff.
It was a
sounded
good riff,
exactly like
okay.
Slayer, but it was a great riff. And I love Slayer.
The point for that timestamp was the bass behind it.
Oh, okay.
That was why I wrote the times. There was a point.
I was about to say, even on the Scream Bloody Gore side, ever since the inception, and that's something you don't get with Slayer, ever since like all of almost the Death albums, the bass cuts through the mix. And that right there, too, you can hear it. And I've
Yeah.
always loved that in extreme metal is audible bass tracks that are either, whether they're mimicking the guitar or not, at least they're fucking audible. Like, you
Yep.
know what I mean? You got something. Instead of just doubling and it's so buried you can't hear a thing. But then obviously on the individual thought pattern side, it's like very audible, but doing it, he's just going fucking places with it.
And the bass riff like actually does match the guitar riff on that, but it still
Yeah,
cuts
no,
through.
it still cuts through. Exactly. Yeah. I love that. But no, Evil Dead, honestly, as a song as a whole, it's my second least favorite on the album. Like it's not very
It's bottom
memorable.
tier for sure.
It's fine. I like it. Not offensive. Good song, but Out of Touch, I think, is definitely better for me.
It's
For-
a great song.
My problem with Out of Touch is there's so many sharp transitions that
Oh,
it
yeah.
doesn't. The song doesn't
Bring 'em all
feel
on.
cohesive.
True.
Enough
It's,
for
a
me.
lot of
it's more
changes, dude.
scatterbrained.
Yeah.
And maybe it was in the moment, but at that point, when I listened to it, and I've listened to it multiple times, it was just like, I'd rather hear that than Evil Dead. You know?
Fair enough. I mean, see,
Maybe
that
it
just
does
comes
more
down to
it
preference.
it scratches more of an itch in my brain for what I'm looking for musically, maybe. And especially once you get to the B side of this album, we're on track number 10 on Scream Bloody Gore. There's nothing that Evil Dead is doing that I haven't heard. So
Yeah, that's true.
It's like
Yeah, true,
it's
true.
fine. You know,
But it's about Evil Dead. That
about- yeah,
that's got to get a little bit of
yes,
a boost,
it
right?
does.
Little
It's
bit.
It
Great movie.
does.
It's a
It's-
great movie.
fine. Yes, it does. All right, Out of Touch gets the point.
Yes, dude. Bruce is
We're on to the
man.
last track, my boys. We're at the end here. Scream Bloody Gore versus the Philosopher. I think one thing I would say about the Philosopher is it's definitely better than Scream Bloody Gore.
What a transition, dude.
Wow.
No,
that was a sharp
I
and out of touch
legitimately-
transition.
I legitimately had a tough time. I like both.
No,
dudes a
there's no
lot.
tough time, dude. The Philosopher is better. But I like Scream Bloody Gore, but the Philosopher is a better song.
Yeah.
There's, I just cannot. If there's an argument against it, I want to hear it. I mean, maybe I'm wrong.
I mean,
The one thing that I will note with Chuck with his lyrics with the Philosopher is it just makes me think of that fucking Christmas song, dude. Do you see what I see? Do you see? I'm like, God, dude, no, why
Oh
did
my
you do
God.
this to me?
the
Do you hear
chorus,
what I
man.
hear? And I was like, dude, fuck you, Chuck. Why did you put this in? But no, besides that, the Philosopher is such a catchy song.
the Philosopher has much better transitions.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does. It's they're great, and of course, almost similar to the last episode that we did with the Mudvayne thing, with the playing out and fading out with some cool music. Dude, the Philosopher has one of the best fade outs with
Yes,
them,
it does.
all soloing and trading solos.
Yeah.
That's
it's like,
fucking
all right,
sick, dude.
Andy, Chuck, Steve. Okay, now it's just like, dude, this is too
That's
much.
incredible.
Like,
Gene.
Gene, yeah,
Everybody,
sorry.
dude.
Everyone is just going, and you're
Everybody's
like,
got a shot.
Yeah.
perfect amalgamation of the players and their talents on that
Yep.
little segment of music to
Agreed.
outro the album. So I think that clearly puts it above Scream Bloody Gore. Like I don't think it's a contest.
Fuck you. All right. I love Scream Bloody Gore, and I'm just gonna say that. All
I
right.
do too, man. I really
How
love
about
it.
that?
I love.
And you know what?
Sorry.
Can I just one lyric from Scream Bloody Gore because I love it so much.
You got the timestamp, or is it just?
I just want to read it because I just love the way Chuck says some things on Scream Bloody Gore.
Okay, let's hear it.
Armies of the dead hail their leader's head, hungry for the flesh while it's warm and fresh.
Damn,
That's pretty hard, dude.
Scream bloody God. Yeah, that's
so good, dude.
Those screams, dude.
Oh,
Those
his screams
highs.
are fucking dirty on that song. That is true.
Can this be
I like it better than the last two. That's for sure.
Can I have one more riff? Just one.
As long as it's the right riff. Yeah. No.
There's a lot, dude.
I can't be wrong because I'm just picking it.
Oh, yeah.
I'll tell you if I wrote it after you say the timestamp.
We have to confirm. What's the timestamp?
3:16.
Wow. See, he was about to say 3. I fucking hate y'all so much.
What did you write?
I put 308.
No, but even when I asked him,
it was probably
3,
about the
and
same
he
part.
stops, I'm like, oh, here we go. All right. 3:16.
He's a hater, bro.
Here's my problem. And it maybe depends on the listener, I would say.
Yeah.
That is this rhythmically, and then the first like opening chords, it's the same riff they started the fucking album on. So it's not my favorite.
But
I do like the way they tailed the riff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But come on, it's like, God, we do this again? And yeah, well, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. You can take it for how it is. It's just that's the objective truth. It's the same rhythm, and you start with the same chords. You tail the album, cool. But compared to Philosopher?
No, I'm taking the Philosopher, dude.
No.
Yeah.
Stop that.
But I do love Scream Bloody
Stop.
Gore.
I like it too, but it's not better than the Philosopher. That's what we're talking about. There's no songs I don't like. I like the song a lot,
the
but
main
it's
riff
not
is
better than the
amazing,
Philosopher. JJ, don't make me say it again.
I just said it. I said the Philosopher is good, dude. I like it. I'm picking
Justin,
the goddamn
do not
song.
be contrarian. Don't do it.
I'm not being contrarian. Genuinely, the question is, which song do I like better?
Yeah.
Scream Bloody Gore.
I hate you, dude. There's no way that's the truth. You don't believe
It's close.
that.
I
do.
It's closer.
Search your heart. You know it not to be true.
Dude, going into this, and when you even pitched it, I was like, I'm going to pick like 7 or 8 Scream Bloody Gore tracks, and I didn't. Like, so.
Oh.
It was objective.
It was
unlike
it
you,
was-
Will.
What are you talking about?
kidding, dude.
When it comes to Megadeth, I am the most objective person.
Oh my god! One of the episodes
Oh,
we might do.
sure.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Fine.
We got one in the funnel that's going to be very fun.
The
But,
Philosopher. Whatever.
Yes, thank you. Please, it's the Philosopher.
Sorry, what were you going to say?
No, I don't even remember. It doesn't matter because we're back here. And
We're
JJ,
back.
you got to tell me what's the score. Or no, Neil.
yeah,
Stop
let me
that.
guess,
Neil,
yes.
what is the score today?
Home 4, guest 6.
Wow.
hold
Individual
on.
thought pattern.
Individual thought patterns wins. Is this the second time Scream Bloody Gore's lost?
No.
No,
No,
because
no,
it
Scream Bloody
it
Gore.
beat 7
Jesus.
churches.
Destroyed possession.
This isn't Ashes of the Weight, dude. Come on.
I quit the show. Dude.
Thank you
Poor
for
JJ.
understanding where I was going.
Ashes catching strays.
Ashes is always
I'm
catching.
gonna keep bringing
Hells,
back
dude.
Ashes every time till it wins,
Until
dude.
it wins. Ashes versus Elude to Venom and Sanus.
And it Scream.
Ashes versus Saint Anger. It has to win, dude.
JJ just keeps putting it against the worst pieces of shit, so it'll always win.
That's hilarious. We'll make it win.
God damn it.
We'll make it win.
Oh my
Oh my
god.
god.
dude.
Okay, so Scream Bloody Gore beat 7 churches. He's even lucky that I even put those two in the same fucking
I
room.
remember this debate.
That was your idea.
No, I didn't say that.
It was 100% your idea. 100%.
I attribute
I
all the
know that was
so
not my
funny.
idea.
I remember
weird.
your vivid hatred of Possessed.
Yeah.
I don't hate them. Hate's a strong word.
Yeah,
That's
hate's a
true,
strong
that's
word.
I just like
I despise.
we can make it. I'll put it this way. Let me put it this way. When we're appealing to new fans of the genre to try to make this, rise this subgenre up and bring new fans and new people, we could tell this story that's so easy for the most basic person to grasp. There's a subgenre called death metal, and the first people who made it is death. Right? That we could tell that story. But instead, we got these fucking elitists going, no, dude, Possessed is the first death metal band. Just let us tell the fucking story so we can get some new people more. Because you think like, oh, that's why it's called death metal. That's badass. But of course, it's got to be one fucker who ruins the whole batch of apples, dude. Come on.
Being Possessed is pretty metal, but I get you.
True. I mean, and like I said, I don't hate him. I think that guitar player, the one who goes into Primus, I don't know if you guys know his name. I can't think of his name on top of the head. But he's an amazing guitarist. But his work in Possessed is completely overshadowed by his work in Primus. He's such a crazy guitarist in Primus. Like, significantly liked him more than Possessed. And I definitely like Death way more than Possessed.
Like I said, Possessed is the bridge to Death Metal Island.
No.
Interesting.
Death is the bridge to Death Metal Island.
But it's still... No, because Death is on Death Metal Island. I'm saying Possessed...
Oh.
Yes. Possessed is how you get to Death Metal Island.
I got
Even though they're not... They have death metal in the music, but I would say are thrash. For sure.
They're they're the bridge. Okay, I'm sorry. I understand
How
now.
many gummies did you take?
I took only took one. I'm sorry. I was getting heated real fast. I misconstrued. My analogies got all twisted up.
Oh my
But
goodness.
is Sepultura also the bridge, or are they the destination? If I'm going to use Justin's example.
I'm just saying, if we're going by, like, what do you consider the
I don't know.
first
That's why
thoughts?
the lines are
Like,
so
is it
blurred
the
there.
year or like the...
I think it's two things. I think it's the vocal attack and the production style. Because I think one thing that Scream Bloody Gore has is that those kick drums are so fucking audible. I think it kind of brings it to this next era a little bit. And I think also the pushing forward of the extremity of the vocals hadn't been done in this type of music. Like, I kept bringing up Slayer, but Tom wasn't doing this.
I'm just saying, like,
thing.
if you truly give Morbid Visions a chance, if you haven't heard it, it truly sounds like a death metal.
Yeah,
it sounds like a death metal. Huh?
You didn't see his comment in the Discord?
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe.
I put the fucking poll. It's like, is it who wins? Arise or Beneath the Remains? And he goes, Morbid Visions.
Oh my
And I'm like, that's the only true Sepultura album with the V. Like, that's the only. The other thing to think about with Morbid Visions is we brought it up on the Sepultura episodes. The motherfuckers were like 15, dude.
Insane.
Yeah.
Big pass.
Crazy.
Huge pass, dude.
Yes.
Igor was on one. Both of them were on one. But
Regardless,
anyway, today,
yeah.
the winner's individual thought patterns.
That's right.
Sorry, Scream Bloody Gore. Both of these are S tier. I know.
Both
you're disappointed.
amazing.
Both amazing, but if you think Scream Bloody Gore is the winner, if you think Scream Bloody Gore is the winner, what's their opinion? Cut it now.
You're wrong.
It's all out. I donate the rest to Chuck. All right. Like and subscribe. See you all in the next
See you
episode.
guys.
Take it
Peace
easy.
out,
Peace
guys.
out.